Hey everybody, Sylvie K here, and since I have a captive audience here, my, my two little boys, I've decided I had to put the screen up to keep them out of the kitchen because this little one here, he wants to stay right underneath my feet no matter what I'm doing, if I'm cooking, if I'm washing the dishes. So I have finally put up a baby gate for them. But what I'm going to make today is Haluski. Now, it can be referred to as Polish or Czechoslovakian or German or whatever, uh, but because a lot of people have discrepancies on what country made it or whatever, but I more or less assume it's probably Polish. But anyway, what I have here, I have on the pot over here, I have some water coming to a boil so I can cook some egg noodles. And I have taken and shredded a small head of cabbage and some onions and minced some garlic. And I've also chopped up some bacon. Now, you can add bacon plus kielbasa. And if you just do it with kielbasa, you want to use a considerable amount of butter. But since this is going to be just with bacon, I'm going to use the bacon grease that is rendered when I cook it instead of the butter. Also, you don't have to use egg noodles. You can use gnocchi if you want to, potato noodles, but whatever. And it's a cheap meal, with the price of everything that's going on nowadays. I haven't seen anything come down that really needed to come down in the way of meats and uh, dairy and vegetables and stuff, real people's food. But anyway, egg noodles are still relatively cheap, and so is cabbage and onions and garlic. So this is a real economical meal to make. And since wintertime's coming on, it's also a nice hearty meal to have during a real nice chilly evening. Now you want to leave your noodles just a bit undercooked because they're going to cook a little more when you add them right back to the frying pan. So now I'm going to take these over to the sink and I'm going to drain them, and I'm going to reserve about a cup of the pasta water. And now, using my skillet that was brand new, that was thrown away at the Fairbanks dump around Christmas time, the only thing I can figure out is that somebody got it. It was a non-stick skillet, and they burned off the Teflon all in here. So I just took a straight razor and I scraped all the burn off Teflon that was there and just left the rest on the side here. But this is a perfectly good skillet, and it costs over $100 if you were to go buy it. So anyway, but the dump in Fairbanks, Alaska is one of the best dumps around. So now I've cut my bacon up into little cubes, and so I'm just going to brown it here. Now you can cook your bacon a little crispier than this, but I don't like all that terribly crispy bacon. So now I'm going to add my onions. And my garlic. I'll venture to say that this isn't a low-calorie meal, but most of the old recipes, they were made for people who actually worked. You know, people got out and worked the land and did laundry by hand and a few other things, and it doesn't make any difference. This is still a really cheap, nutritious meal. So, water so that adds a little fat on your butt. Now I'm going to add my cabbage. So you don't have to use a real big head of cabbage here. You can get away with using a half of a head of cabbage. And like I said, this cabbage that I got wasn't all that terribly big. So now I'm going to let this cook down a bit. Going to add a little bit of my pasta water to this. Get this mixed up a bit. Now add a little black pepper to this, and I'll check it for salt here in a bit. But like I said, you can make this with both bacon and kielbasa, or just with kielbasa, or just with bacon. And once again, this is a really quick and easy meal to make, and it'd be nice for a nice chilly evening. And I think I'm going to make some homemade cornbread to go with mine. So anyway, that's my cooking video for the day. I hope everybody's well. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.